We're luckily, sorry. Okay.
Hey everybody, I'm Kendall.
Hey, I'm Maeve.
We're Gearheads here at Backcountry, and today we're going to be taking you guys through the Patagonia Powder Town lineup. Yeah, so the cool thing about the Powder Town lineup is that there's lots of different options. We both got to try a couple different jackets and a couple different pants today, and I thought everything worked really well together.
Yeah, totally. I agree. I think it was super comfy and it lasted throughout a full day of skiing from start to finish.
Yeah, it was kind of cold in the morning and then it heated up in the afternoon, and I felt like all the bits and pieces really moved with me. So what was the first thing that we tested today?
First thing we tested was a 3-in-1 Powder Town jacket with the Powder Town pant.
I really liked these ones. I thought the standout feature was definitely the kind of the face fabric. I really liked the 2-layer H2NO waterproof membrane. I thought it had some of the best mobility factor out of like any of the shells that I've tested recently.
Yeah, I fully agree. That was the biggest thing I liked about it throughout the day, was like just moving around all my turns in and out of the lodge. It was super comfy and I wasn't annoyed by it at all. So
yeah, I even wore mine in the car for a little bit, which I almost never do with like a hard shell jacket like these, and it really did not even bother me.
Totally. Usually a lot of the times my jackets, when I zip them all the way up, they catch on my chin and like irritate me a lot, and I had no issues with that at all, which I really liked.
Yeah, I thought this 2-layer fabric was super impressive, and this is the same fabric that they use throughout the entire line for all these garments that we're going to be talking about. So diving deeper with the face fabric, we're seeing a PFC-free DWR coating on everything, which just kind of bolsters the waterproofing performance. It's a 75D face fabric, so it's super burly actually, even though it is so like soft feeling and comfortable. It's like nice and abrasion resistant, and in true Patagonia fashion, it is 100% recycled.
Yeah, so the fit of the kit for me was honestly perfect. I am a little bit taller as a female, and I find that finding the right sized jacket or pants for me is usually like ends up being shorter. So I found that the fit was honestly perfect for me. It wasn't too big, not too baggy. It felt really comfortable and was long enough for my limbs, and I love that. So
yeah, I agree. It was like modern, free ride, not too baggy, but like plenty of space for like working out, whatever your layering system is.
It was super soft, and I also noticed like the jacket sometimes, well, this jacket specifically, I think had like just the right amount of vents. Sometimes there's only one on one leg, one on one arm, but they both had arm and leg vents, which was, I thought was really nice and helpful because today was a really sunny day, really warm. So definitely utilize those.
So as we mentioned, this is a 3-in-1 kit, which means inside the jacket, there's a removable inner liner. This one is kind of like a puffy style inner jacket in there. And so you can wear it in multiple different configurations. It has 60 grams of full range insulation, which I found worked well to keep me warm.
And we all love a synthetic, piece or insulator because it'll continue to stay insulated when wet, which is great. That specific liner is also 40% recycled material, which is sweet too.
Yeah, the insulation is partially recycled, which we'd love to see. And the inner lining also has a DWR fabric finish, and so that's going to give you a little bit of water resistance when you're wearing it on your own in a casual setting. It'll resist a little bit of light rain or snowfall. Yeah,
I mean, I put that to use today too. It got too hot middle of the day, and I was able to just easily slip off the liner and leave it at the lodge and keep my shell on for wind. But you could also go vice versa and keep the shell on if you want to, ski in the warmth and not have like a heavier shell, but it worked perfect.
Plus the inner lining is really great looking in my opinion, and like I would be super comfortable wearing it in a casual setting. It's great for like work, office days, wearing around the lodge when you're like done skiing and you don't want to have your shell on. It provides a lot of options, and there's 3 different wearable configurations, so I think that's just like a great value aspect.
Yeah, I agree.
Some other features that you're going to be seeing across the Powder Town line are the helmet compatible hood, which also has like a nice tall collar, which I found like to be comfortable and protected me from the wind. The shells have powder skirts, and the skirts integrate with any Patagonia snow pant, which is also a really nice feature. Across the line on the jackets, we're also seeing open underarm vents, so not mesh lined. And then all the pants, we're going to have an elastic boot gaiter, which helps keep the snow out. And the fabric on the inside of the pant is reinforced for abrasion resistance. So who is this Powder Town 3-in-1 kit that we tested for?
I think it's best for people who love the resort, I think going on a groomer day want to do a little après ski, get a beer or lunch in between some runs. I think having these 3 options for a variety of like temperatures and activities, I think is best option for those folks.
Definitely agree. Yeah, I think it's a great option for someone who knows that they don't want like a bib style pant with these pants that we were testing with the 3-in-1 jacket. And yeah, you get the insulation if you want it, but then you have the option to ditch it when you don't. So yeah, it's sweet. The second kit that we tested for the day started with the Powdertown bib pant that we each used, and then we had different jackets, but we'll get into that later. For now, we're gonna focus on the bibs. I think, again, the main fabric was a star of the show here. Super stretchy and mobility friendly. What were some features that you liked?
It was super lightweight. I think like coming back to the comfort of the material was awesome, but also being super lightweight was great. It didn't feel stiff. It felt light.
I think another thing that stood out to me about these bibs too was these straps. I thought were very comfortable. They're not very wide, which I like. They're lightweight and stretchy, and these buckles are really only outward facing. On the inward side, you're not having anything that's like kind of rubbing or getting stuck. Like I've had shoulder issues in the past, and so like it's just a place where I value comfort, and I really liked those straps.
I think also for a classic bib, it had the upper center pocket, which you can store a few things, your phone, a pass, and then the rest of the pockets kind of fell down on the sides of the legs, which was nice. So kind of eliminated putting all of your stuff in one place.
Totally. I really do like that upper chest pocket. I think it's a great place to like secure some weight if you do have to like put something in your kit. It just feels very secure to me right there. It doesn't bounce around much.
So another great feature on this bib is having 2 different types of vents.
Yes.
So there's one option on one leg that was a smaller vent, but it was mesh lined, which was great for, air. And then on the other side, we had like almost a full body vent, which is a great bathroom solution option, especially, for females. Super quick. And super accessible, which is great.
Yeah, it's cool. The longer side zip opens all the way up, and the pant actually splits, and so you do get the option to like flap it back when you need.
And another feature of these bibs is that they have a micro fleece seat panel for warmth. So just in case resort day gets super cold, that's always nice to have a little extra warmth on the lift when you're going up.
Yeah, definitely for that first chair when it's all icy. I think it's a nice feature. And it's not a super substantial amount of fabric. It's just a little bit for some extra warmth, but it doesn't really compromise breathability.
So we mentioned this before, but we had pretty similar jackets, but mine was insulated and yours was not. So there's definitely a few different features that, we can highlight here. So tell me about yours.
Yeah, I loved my shell. It was convenient because I switched to it right when the day really started to warm up, and I really appreciated the breathability. I just had it with one base layer underneath, and I thought the aeration was awesome there. Similar features to the jackets that we've been talking about with the fabric and the underarm vents. But yeah, the aspect of it being shell only, I think, is really nice, especially if you're the type of person who just kind of wants to have complete control of your underlayers. Yeah, I definitely appreciated that Powdertown jacket for this. So what did you think about your insulated version?
Honestly, they're both pretty similar, but it was nice to have something kind of all just in one, a little bit lighter, not as much heat with the 3-in-1 insulation, but overall the fit and the comfort was all pretty similar material-wise. But I guess if you're wanting to just have a jacket or a shell that's, all kind of put together as one and not having to worry about other features, taking things off, etc., this is a great option for sure.
Nice, yeah. Yours looks like it uses Patagonia's Thermogreen Insulation, which is actually 100% recycled, and it's a little bit heavier insulation in the body, so in the core, than it is in the sleeves, which I think probably was useful for you when it started to warm up.
Yeah, definitely useful. So we covered a lot of features. So who do you think this Powdertown lineup is for?
I think it fits just about anyone who is oriented around skiing at the resort. There's so many options between all the different pieces that we talked about. You have your shell pieces, you have your insulated pieces, you have the 3-in-1, which gives you both options all in one kit. And so I think versatility is super important, and it gives you the option if you wanted to go with like a bib pant style, or if you wanted to go with like your standard pant style, you have all of those available to you, which I think just kind of shows how versatile it is. And it's all very like comfort focused, like straightforward feature line that's like, yeah, super at home in the resort is what I'd say.
And we all know Patagonia's reputation, for being sustainable for the environment with most of their products. And this lineup definitely speaks truth to that. I think it's a great option for people that are environmentally conscious and want to purchase multiple pieces for their kit. That most of the items are recycled in some capacity, or over 50%, which is awesome. That's a wrap on the Powdertown lineup. I think this is definitely one of the most popular kits that we see out here in the Wasatch for sure.
Sweet. So if you guys have any questions about the Powdertown lineup or anything from Patagonia, be sure to reach out to a gearhead and we'll get your questions answered. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and you'll be seeing more videos like this.
We'll see you out there.
You.